LIC ट्रेंडिंग विद टाइम्स 62 सालों से हर जनरेशन की पसंद।
The fight in Rajasthan just got more interesting. The Congress announced today that both Sachin and Ashok Gehlot will be contesting assembly elections in the state. Now, while polls are predicting a win for the Congress in the state, the party leadership has stayed away from declaring a CM candidate. Sachin is seen as the youth leader who could be the next big contender, and former Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot, the experienced hand. It was believed that neither would fight assembly elections, so that the question of leadership is completely off the table until results are announced. The BJP, meanwhile, has put its weight firmly behind incumbent Chief Minister Vasundhara Raje. So will the lack of a CM candidate hurt the Congress, or the fact that both top leaders are fighting, will it be a disadvantage? To speak on this, I'm joined now by Congress spokesperson Sulaiman Mohd Khan, BJP spokesperson Zafar and journalist Abha Sharma, who's joining us from Jaipur. Welcome to all of you. Let me begin with Ms. Abha. Your comment first on the decision of Ashok Gehlot and Sachin to both contest. It was believed that none of them may contest.
Yeah, it is so far. It has been a faceless campaign so far in the run-up to the 2018 election, because the party in general and party workers felt if both the leaders, Congress former CM Ashok Gehlot, if he contests, or PCC Chief Sachin if he contests, they will be restricted to their seats. They won't be able to campaign that freely throughout the state. Whereas the need of the hour at this stage is that both the leaders, they campaign for the party in the larger good of the party, because they have a very strong chance of winning the state this time. Rajasthan has a history of people love change, so party has a strong chance of winning. So that's why the party workers in general wanted that both the leaders shouldn't go for contesting the elections.
Let me take that point straight to Sulaiman Mohd, that did this ego battle, and of course I know you will say that there is no fight between the leaders, they came and said that in this press conference as well, but considering that, do you think it would have been better if they stayed away from the contest, just to put across the message that we're not in this for our own possible chief ministership, that we really want to get the party to win? Did it, at the end of the day, come down to this ego battle where the top leadership of the Congress had to appease both of them?
No, first and foremost, there is no ego battle between the two leaders. One, Mr. Ashok Gehlot is a very senior leader, General Secretary Organization of AICC, and Sachin Pilotji is the PCC President of Rajasthan. Both have their own area of work. Both are working for the party in Rajasthan and nationally. But actually, these contest, the decision that both of them will contest the election, it has been a well thought decision, and I think that both of them contesting the election will no way, any way or in any manner affect the prospects of the party in the coming election. And we have utmost confidence that the Congress party is getting 2/3 majority in Rajasthan, because in past 5 years we have seen how the BJP Vasundhara Rajeji's government has given bad governance or misgoverned the state badly in each and every sector, and people of Rajasthan are waiting for the day this government is thrown out of power and Congress comes back. As far as the post of chief minister or candidate or who will become the leader, it can easily be decided when the final tally of the number of seat comes, and all the MLAs can sit and decide who can lead them in a better way and give good governance.
That's true, but the point Abha was raising is that because they now have their own seats to look after, it shifts focus from the overall battle and the organization that they were doing. Obviously, all of their focus will now go in making sure that they win their own seats.
It will not.
Okay. I mean, can you qualify that?
To my understanding, both the leaders, I think are nationally known, and this is a election in which they are very, very well known in Rajasthan. They have proved themselves through their work, through their social service, through their experience in politics. Okay. I think they will be able to devote sufficient amount of time in their constituency they are contesting, as well as in other constituencies around the state.
Okay, let me come to Zafar Islam and what the BJP strategy has been so far. Zafar, you're well aware that a majority of the opinion polls so far are showing not just a loss for the BJP, but quite a big win for the Congress in Rajasthan. And let us also give the caveat with that opinion polls are not 100% true and, are often wrong, etc. What are you betting on to change this for you? Are you using the much used formula of the BJP that in the last leg, Prime Minister Modi will come in, campaign through the state and pull you out from the edge?
Tamanna, well, let me give you two perspectives. First of all, the impression what the news, or for that matter whatever in the poll survey or has indicated, is very different on the ground. The impression what people have, that what you were just mentioned, that you will get Congress will get a majority or thumping majority, is something which is totally not acceptable as far as when you visit Rajasthan, because people in Rajasthan feel that this government, both in center and state, has given a good governance, unlike what Mr. Khan was mentioning about it. Secondly, they have confidence in the leadership of the state leadership as well as the leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister. And when you say that Mr. Modi, when he will visit, yes, we do bank on him, his capability of getting vote for us, because he is a star campaigner. And secondly, the vote difference, because we have our own mechanism, the percentage. Yeah. We always monitor what is the ground reality, and we have feedback mechanism, and we see that there is no such anti-incumbency what people are talking about, but there is no such way for Congress what Mr. Khan was talking about. There is a battle, which we know there is a battle, and we are very well prepared to win the battle, and you will see on the 11th of December that Bharatiya Janata Party will.
No, I'm sure we will see. I'm sure we will see this on the 11th of December. No, I'm sure we will see this on the 11th of December. And before I move forward in this chat, can I please request both the BJP and the Congress spokesperson, let's just stay away from the cliches. I know that you're going to say that we will see on the 11th of December and we are the best. But seriously, if you want to engage people in saying what you have to say about the fight in the state, let's get a little more specific and stop trotting out those same old lines. Which is why, let me come to Sulaiman Mohd and ask you, what is your plan? Because there is a fear that these opinion polls may have emboldened the Congress to the level where you get a bit lazy. You're just hoping that the state of Rajasthan will fall in your lap. It is a revolving door state. They vote out a government every 5 years. Do you think that danger exists?
No, at the outset I must tell you on this question that Congress party has always, stayed away from giving an opinion on opinion polls. We have always, tried to be away from those debates, because what Congress party thinks, and that the size of the opinion poll, the analysis which they do, it's very small and it's very difficult to have an accurate opinion poll. So generally we don't, agree to be, having on debate on an opinion poll. Leave apart the opinion poll, the atmosphere in Rajasthan is electrifying. People are, completely willing and raring to vote for the Congress party. Rajasthan is in a bad shape. There is a debt of 3 lakh 10,000 crore on the state. The GDP growth rate, which was 13.65% in 12-13, has fallen to 10.65% in 17-18. 4% VAT has been waived off on petrol and diesel after 4 years, looting the people of Rajasthan by 8,000 crores. There is a farmer's distress, farmers committing suicides. Loan waiver promise has completely been, washed away. It was only after Sachin Pilot ji and our leader of opposition, they put pressure that the government has, agreed to form a committee on that. There is a rampant unemployment. In the name of Gauraksha, they have fooled the people of the nation as well the people of Rajasthan. Some 5,000 cows died in a particular place in Savai Madhepur because of the negligence of the government, and we have seen how human beings have been killed by saying that they have slaughtered the cow in the name of Gauraksha. They have killed humans, but they are not even doing raksha of the cow, because in one place, Savai Madhepur, 5,000 cows have died. The law and order, women protection and crime in Rajasthan is worst. Rajasthan is the third state as far as crime is concerned. From Madhya Pradesh is the badly affected. It has the worst law and order. Then Maharashtra, and then Rajasthan. So Rajasthan, women protection, law and order.
One second. Let me come. Okay, let me quickly come to Zafar Islam. Let me come to quickly to Zafar Islam. I can see Abha Sharma wants to respond. Okay, one minute. Let me come to Abha Sharma. She seems like she wants to respond. Abha, you want to come in and actually tell these gentlemen what's really going on? Because honestly, among the three of them, you're the one sitting in Jaipur. What's really happening on ground?
Yeah, I personally feel that Sachin Pilot has been really working hard for the last 5 years to organize his party, because between the Congress and BJP, Congress normally doesn't have that level of organizational setup as the BJP has. And once Sachin Pilot decides to contest this election, he is away from the PCC headquarters in Jaipur. The PCC will be barren and there will be no one to head or direct the party. And it is, I think, the biggest mistake he has done. He should have refrained from contesting this time.
Well, do you think that has handed you an advantage in the state, Zafar Islam?
Well, we do not see who is contesting, who is relevant, who is irrelevant within the opposition setup. Because for us, what is important is our own vote bank, our own base. And we know that we have, as I said earlier, that we have a feedback mechanism, both in terms of our achievement, in terms of where we are falling short of their expectation. We do get feedback on everything, and based on that feedback, that is much more relevant and reliable for us. We know that we are definitely going to get maybe our performance will be slightly impacted based on what we had achieved last time. But in terms of overall performance, we will definitely be ahead of Congress party and we'll form the government. Because all these statistics, whatever he's saying is a blatant lie, and they're simply trying to mislead. The Congress has only attempted on one thing, to mislead the people. And what Rahul Gandhi has done in last several months or for years, they are picking issues which are not an issue. They are not touching the code or people's mind. Purely, and that's why what they are trying to do. They are trying to mislead the people in case of many other issues which they have raised. They are not the issues which people are concerned, but they are raising because there is a complete bankruptcy.
No, but are people not concerned with the issue of unemployment?
The people
are people not concerned with the issue of unemployment?
Congress will get exposed.
Exactly.
They stand exposed even today.
One minute, Zafar Islam. Maybe they will be exposed. Maybe they're misleading. I don't know about all that. But you're saying they're raising issues which are not of concern to the people. Are people not concerned about unemployment? Are people not concerned about farmer distress? Are farmer suicides not high in Rajasthan? Shouldn't violence in the name of cow not be an election issue?
Exactly.
Well, all the issues which are relevant issues, Tamanna, is always an issue for a political. Is the question for me?
Yes, please continue. It's a question for you.
Yeah, so all I'm saying that all important and relevant issues, I mean, we don't need Congress to highlight those issues. We know very clearly, as I said, we do not rely any other mechanism but our own feedback mechanism, which come from the ground, from the Panna Pamuk, from door-to-door connectivity which we have, and whether it's a farmer district, whether whatever term they might use, but the fact that the number of people who want to see the Bharatiya Janata Party serving them for another 5 years are much more than what people who does not want Bharatiya Janata Party, or for that matter want Congress or any other political party to serve them or rule them.
Okay. Now let me come to Abha Sharma.
I'm saying that
let me come to Abha
since you had
Sharma.
mentioned about the Honorable Prime Minister, his the last 10 seconds, since you have mentioned about the Honorable Prime Minister, he makes a lot of difference. His presence, his rallies makes a lot of difference, and we definitely bank on his rallies. And this time also, the peoples are expecting and waiting for him to come to visit places.
You know, there's a risk in that. There's a risk in that. There's a risk in that, because I just want to point out, in 2008, the BJP had a 34% vote share in the state of Rajasthan. The Congress won that year with a 37% vote share, so not a large gap. In 2013, the BJP vote share jumped 11 points to 45%. It happened before the 2014 elections. It was being seen as a sign of what was to come in 2014. So today, if you're telling me, Zafar Islam, that you're banking on the Prime Minister, and if your vote shares drop, it will again be seen as a sign of the Modi wave perhaps waning. Is that not right, Abha Sharma? Let me get Abha's view in on this.
Yeah, because in last elections, BJP got 163 seats,
seeing it very different perspective than we do.
With just, I think, 30%, 31% votes, Congress got just 21 seats. So if we have if we look at the vote percentage, the Congress can do much better. And if the BJP is just banking on Modi and Shah combined to lure the voters, I think that's not the right approach of doing it. You mentioned about about jobs. So the youth, they are asking the government, where are those 15 lakh much promised jobs? Because even the CAG, I'm not talking about the Congress, which is saying that the government didn't do even 10% of jobs to the youth. Even the CAG report mentioned that only one third of the trained, skilled youth got actual jobs. So that is the reality. So unemployment and incompetency
is definitely an issue. I just want to come to Sulaiman Mohd on the point of Sachin Pilot, and Abha Sharma mentioned that it's a big mistake to have him contest. You know, he'll stay away from PCC. Now, if he is contesting, what was the harm in declaring him as a chief ministerial candidate?
So it has been the consistent policy of the Congress party that we decide our chief minister candidate. We have, contested a number of elections generally after the final results come and the MLAs decides their chief minister. As far as the prospect of BJP are concerned, I think today only one of their MP from Dausa, Mr. Harish Meena, has left the BJP and joined the Congress party. So they are leaving the losing boat now. And BJP member of parliaments are joining the Congress party.
You shouldn't take them. You shouldn't take them if they abandon ship at the last minute. I don't know why should you be taking leaders who switch at the last minute, seeing a change in wind? I don't know.
No, I am saying they have understood. No, they have understood. No, they have understood. They have understood that they are on the losing side.
I didn't know political opportunism was an advantage.
To give governance
Zafar Islam,
to the state.
I know you have to go. Before you go, I'll let you just.
Last point which I want to make.
I will just let you respond to the fact that your Dausa MP has jumped ship.
Don't want me to highlight these misgovernance points, but it is our duty as
I'll allow you before you wrap, Zafar, to just comment on the fact that your Dausa MP has jumped ship.
By the BJP government.
Can he just allow me to speak?
Yeah.
See, this is unfortunate. The party had given him a lot, and if he opportunistically jumping at the last moment, I think the voters will give him a befitting reply, because he had been in with the party. Party had given him every opportunity which possibly should have been given to any individual. And if somebody opportunistically change the side, then the voters are the best judge what exactly treatment should be given, and he will definitely get a similar treatment what he deserves.
Well, I don't know if any political party could really preach about it, because it's not like the BJP did not take, people who've left the Congress in droves over the last many years. Political opportunism is an important point. Yeah, Abha Sharma there with all the details. We'll have to wrap this here. Thank you so much to all of you for speaking with us today on this. But just an interesting turn in the Rajasthan elections with Sachin Pilot and Ashok Gehlot both contesting. One thing is clear, that the Congress High Command has not been able to make up its mind or commit to any one chief ministerial face. If they do win, as the polls are predicting, there will be a huge fight for who occupies the top chair, and another key test of leadership for Rahul Gandhi. Thank you so much for joining us.